Hi, welcome to Foundations of Media Technology. This is an online asynchronous course that stretches over 15 weeks here at Piedmont University. My name is Dr. Joe Dennis. I'm the chair of the Mass Communications Department and associate professor of mass communications. I do have office hours, which we'll go over in the syllabus, and you can feel free to talk to me anytime if you have questions about the class. And we'll also have a lab assistant, which I will give you more information about throughout the semester. Everything that you will need to know can be found on the Canvas page for this class. I have opened it up in a student view, so what I'm seeing is what you should be seeing on your Canvas page. First thing, let's take a look at the syllabus. So you'll notice the syllabus is a PDF that you can download. What I do have here are all the projects that you will do throughout the semester. They're broken down into three different due dates. The first one is very simple. It's just a student responsibility agreement. You should be used to completing that. You have to do it for every class, but that is worth the same as every other project. So please do that by January 17th. The next due date is right before spring break. There are 6 assignments that I'm hoping you will do by Friday, March 8th. Now, please note this doesn't mean that you should wait until Thursday, March 7th to do all these. I'm just trying to create a course that you can work with as your schedule allows this semester. So maybe you have a lot of things due the first part of the semester and you want to focus on this the second part. That's totally fine. The due date is March 8th. You can do them all tomorrow, or you can spread it out, or you can do them all the last couple weeks before March 8th. Then I have 6 more assignments that are due on the actual last day of the semester, which is April 30th, 2024. All the assignments in this class will be done on a pass-fail basis. Now, what do I mean by that? Each assignment is going to have a certain criteria for you to upload a file or files. And if you meet all the requirements of what I asked for, you'll simply get a pass, complete, which is 100%. If you don't meet the criteria, you will get an incomplete. But what I will do is I will, on the comments in Canvas, let you know why you did not get a complete on that part of the assignment. And if you turn in, resubmit the assignment within a week, or again by that deadline when it's due, you will we will change your grade from an incomplete to a complete for that assignment. So looking at the syllabus now, there are my office hours. I'm also in my office much more than that. My Piedmont email is here as well as my cell phone. I do want to tell you that if you want to ask me a quick question, the best way to reach me is probably through cell. Text me. Just let me know who you are when you text me. Otherwise, you can feel free to use the Canvas email system. That gets to me a lot quicker because I get an alert on my phone when I get that rather than emailing me through campus email. This semester, we'll be working with Adobe Creative Cloud. Now, that requires you to have access to Adobe Creative Cloud. All Piedmont students have access to this. However, you have to do it in one of 2 computer labs. Adobe Creative Cloud is available on both Mac labs on campus. The first Mac lab is right here in the Art Annex building. And the Mac lab that I am next to is the Swanson Center Mac lab, which is right here. It's the Swanson Center for Mass Communication and Theater. So it's where you took your public speaking class or where you took your intro to theater class, if you're not familiar. I'm not sure about the hours for the art Mac lab, but I will tell you that the Mac lab in the Swanson Center is open till 9 o'clock every weeknight. And additionally, when we get close to deadlines, we open it on some weekends as well. But I will let you know as the semester moves on through email when it's open beyond those hours. We're going to look at Adobe Acrobat, Photoshop, InDesign, Audition, Premiere Pro, After Effects, as well as briefly looking at PowerPoint as well next week. So this assignment is purely doing work on a computer. I'm never going to ask you to go out and get content. All the files that you will be working with will be available for you. And you will need to do it, of course, on Adobe Creative Suite. There is the due dates, as I mentioned. No assignment submissions will be accepted after April 30th because that's the last day of the semester. The last day of finals is a week after this. So if you submit stuff by April 30th, that will allow me to grade them and tell you if you get a pass or fail for that. And it will give you a week to at least submit your final project if there's something that you need to correct. Other than that, there's no attendance policy for the class. You just have to submit the assignments and stay on track as best you can. Going back to our Canvas page, there's a tab for communication with just information on how you can reach me. You can also book an appointment with me if you would like. And if you need to have a more detailed conversation with me, I'm available. That's where I am. To book an appointment, you just click on that link there and it pulls up a calendar, and you can just click on the calendar and it tells you what my availability is for that day. So feel free to book an appointment if you want to talk to me more in depth or you need specific help with an assignment. Let's go back to our Canvas page. And your front page will look like this. You will see 13 different modules covering each assignment and what we're talking about each week. The modules for the first part of the semester that are with assignments that are due on March 8th will all be open for you as you're watching this video. The second part of the semester modules, starting with Audition, I'm sorry, those will be open hopefully by February. My plan is to get them open, but definitely by March, I will get those open. I still have to do some work on those modules. But let's look at a module as an example to see what we're looking at. I'm just going to go ahead and look at the Photoshop module. So this is the Photoshop 2 module. There's always a little introduction with some information about what the module is about. You can see here, if we click on the link that I include there, if you want to read more, I give you some objectives. There are some readings. They're not really readings. They're just helpful things for you to look at if you need extra assistance. So for example, here I included the Photoshop user guide. These handouts are very helpful because what these handouts this is a step-by-step guide that I write for you to help you complete the assignment as I instructed in my demonstration video. So for example, this is a handout about how to create cutouts. And I outline it step by step, just like I explained in the video. Speaking of video, here is the video instruction for the course. And you can see it's 21 minutes long. And I demonstrate what that week's lesson is on Photoshop. And then the big thing is your assignments. So under your assignments, there's always going to be two different files. One will be project files, which, as I mentioned, in this course, you're not creating any material. All the material is provided for you. So here, I'm asking you to download these Photoshop 2 files. These will be the photos that you're working with for that week in your assignments. And then the second thing you'll see is your photo editing. All I'm asking you to do for this project is to upload your 2 cutouts, the Joe Mug and the Joe Matt Champs here. So you would just click Start Assignment and you would upload the files. So now that you know how the course is structured, I want you to absolutely do one thing today, and that is the student responsibility agreement. I want you to open that up. I want you to take the quiz, and I want you to click I have read, understood, and agree, and click submit quiz. And by doing that, you have completed your first assignment. You have gotten 50 points for the course. I promise you they won't all be this easy. But while you're at it, if you want to work ahead, next week's is also very simple. It's simply about how to embed video. All I want you to do for that is watch my video and create a 2-slide PowerPoint presentation with the second slide being an embedded video. These first two assignments, very easy, of course. They won't all be that easy as we get into the semester, especially when we start talking about video editing in Premiere. Depending on how comfortable you are with it, it might take some time for you to do it, and that's okay. One of the things that I will let you know, we will have a lab assistant who can help you out in this course. Her name is Jessica, and she will have scheduled lab hours, which I'll let you know throughout the semester what time she will be working in the lab to assist you. The other thing is if you're in this course because you need the credit, but you already know how to do all this stuff, then go ahead and either talk to me so I can see what you've done to make sure that you do have the competence that you need for each individual module, or just go ahead and click on a module and go ahead and start doing the work in that module. And and submit the assignment right away without having to watch the video. That is totally fine. The last thing I want to note, and I mentioned this in a lot of the videos that I've posted for the course, is there is more than one way to do different things in Photoshop. I'm sorry. There's more than one way to do different things in Adobe Creative Suite. There's a million ways to do one thing. So I'm teaching what I feel is the most understandable way, but it might not be the best way for you. So if you know of a different way or you learn of a different way, that's totally fine. I'm just looking for the project to be completed and for you to understand how to get to your desired destination. That's all for this week. Don't forget to complete the student responsibility agreement. If you have any questions, you now know where to get in touch with me, and I look forward to seeing your work this semester.